please stay and watch the show, because this is going to be a good one. Promises to be a great one this evening, with everything on the line. World Championship, Constructors and the Pro-Am all on the line. We'll bring you more info as we go along, but you're going to want to get comfortable. And I'll give you the promise that it is really going to be a good one tonight. As usual, we have short qualifying followed by a 50% race distance.
The infamous 2005 US Grand Prix, which saw 14 cars pulled out of the race due to tyre safety.
It's Scornful Griffin trying to defend his title. Ben Lane is the challenger. King Kong is trying to overhaul Sloth, who's not actually in tonight.
Who had to retire after a seized wheel nut forced him to retire in the 2021 Monaco GP. The seized nut was removed 43 hours later.
All to play for. I'll bring you more details as we go on. We have that little break, of course, in between. And let's see who's going out first. Looks like a Ferrari. And it looks like Syme. So we'll jump on board with Syme, if I can. Doesn't want to let me. There we go. So we'll jump on board with Syme on his outlet. And he'll be the first one to do a hot lap. A few more coming out on the track now. So, will Scornful be untouchable? Or can Ben Lane call the shots and take the title? We've had a long hot summer of racing, and it comes down to this. Who will get the jump? We shall see. Now comes Syme to start the first flyer. In fact, he's going back in the pits. So that's very helpful for me. Let's try and find who was behind him. It was an Alpine, possibly. It's Miller Vanilla, so let's go with Miller for the first flyer of the race. Abu Dhabi, of course, the scene of many thrilling conclusions. None more than in 2021 in real life. We'll be looking for something similar here. Now comes Miller into sector 3. And across the line he will go with a 123.7. Immediately beaten by King Kong with a 123.6. Levi's got a 126.3. We want to improve on that one. Who else is coming across the line? Let's go see Scornful. And I think Ronnie was having a spin there just as we flicked past him, but we'll go and see Scornful, the reigning champion and the championship leader. It's all in his hands at the moment, as Skippy and Ninjas have got over in 1:26.3, exactly the same time for, and in validation for Scornful, Ben Lane, there it is, 1:23.4, provisional pole position for the title challenger. Boris has a 1:24.7. Here's Ronnie. So Ben Lane has the early advantage in qualifying. Scornful invalidated his attempt. Syme is back out after we saw him abandon his attempt. And abandoning this attempt is Ronnie as well into the pits. Here's a newcomer, Senna. Got to be good with a name like Senna. Oh, we see the day that a newcomer can make a big impact. A few more times going up. Boris did a 1:24.7. He's dropped down to 6 now, with Smug on a 1:24.1 up in 4th. Levi improves to a 1:24.6. And Swanton goes provisional pole. 1:23.1 for Swanton. He's enjoying himself at the moment, having moved to Mercedes. And he is on provisional pole at the moment. Here comes Senna. And it's 1:26.8 for Senna, who goes into 11th. Here's Syme once again. Easy Life and Mr. Pickle also now setting times. Miller Vanilla up to 4 for 1:23.7. And Syme's giving this one up. He's invalidated again. Here's 50 Gent in the Mercedes. And 50 Gent is going to go 5th. A good lap for him. Mercedes at the moment going well. Something new for Swanton. And he is currently on the top step. Here goes Sainsey. Goes 2nd. Massive lap for Sainsey in the Red Bull. 1:23.3. Red Bull, an absolute love machine at the moment. Let's go and see Al Newt. He's just done a 1:24.0 in the Ferrari. Scornful's back out, and he needs something. He's going to hope for the Williams to get out of his way, which he does. And here comes Scornful Griffin. What can he produce? It's a 1:23.3 and he goes on to the second row ahead of his title rival. Third place for Scornful at the moment. Joker is now out as well. Always leaves it till late, Joker, to make his first attempt. And Simon has hit Boris and he's got a 5-place penalty. And he's not set a lap yet. So disaster for Simon. Here comes Joker. Round the final corner. Up to the line. 1:23.8 for Joker, which puts him in 7th. Here's AM in the Haas. Everyone now setting a time except for AM, who's on this lap now, and Simon, who has been out twice and invalidated twice, and then had a bit of an accident with Boris. The Williams is both in midfield at the moment, Boris and Ronnie, 12th and 13th. There's still plenty of time to go. Here comes AM then, round the final corner, and a 1:24.3 puts him 11th. Let's go and see Simon. See if he can set a time this time. Some yellow flags flying with traffic. A flash of purple for Simon through sector 2. Are we hoping to keep it tidy now? And he's got work to do, of course, especially with the 5 grid place penalty that he's been given. And the final corner he comes. How good is this going to be for Simon? It's a 1:23.7, which puts him in 7th. Here's the pole sitter, looking to improve. And is doing slightly, ever so slightly. A real new lease of life for Swanton since joining Mercedes. Back to his top form. Challenging for honours at the top. Here he comes, around the last corner, and he does improve slightly. 1:23.0 now is the pole time for Swanton. Smug has dropped to 11th. Let's see how he goes here. Smug, of course, doing excellent work running this league. There's a whole lot of history behind it. And a little wide there. Maybe that could be a better line. No good advice from me. These guys are all much quicker than I am. As you'll see later when I struggle around Monaco on Blobby Mondays. And Smug abandons the attempt and is going back into the pit lane. Here is Al Newt. We will keep an eye on Ben Lane, who is up to second now. He's back in front of his teammate. So for now, here's Al Newt. About 3 minutes left in the session now. A lot of drivers in the pits will be coming out for their final attempt within the next minute or so, I would suggest. Here comes Al Newt, and he has not improved. Let's go and see Ben Lane. He is up slightly on his time. He's chasing pole here. Round the last corner. Up to the line and does take pole position. A 1:22.8 for Ben Lane, and he is on provisional pole. It's provisional pole for Ben Lane. Joker is coming back into the pits. Al Newt we saw. Skippy's on a flyer. Currently 18th. A minute left of the session. Everybody now will be getting out and getting going. Here comes Skippy up to the line, and a 1:24.6 brings him up to 16th, just behind his teammate Levi. The Williams now 17th and 18th. Life got cold for them. They are really low down, and both will hope to improve. Here's Ronnie. Ben Lane has retired from the session. He's done enough, he thinks. We will try to keep with the main protagonists. So where's Scornful on track? He is in sector 2. We'll stick with him. As there's a flash of purple and he's taken 3/10 of his time. He could be looking at the front row here. Checkered flag is out. Last chance saloon here for Scornful. He doesn't want to get in, and he doesn't want to get involved here with another car. A 1:23.0 puts him on the front row. The Aston Martin there of Senna really may have gotten away there of Scornful. Here's the other Aston Martin of Smug. We will keep an eye as others go across the line. This is Smug. Boris improves to 13th. Smug improves to 5th. 1:23.5 for Smug. Swanton is going slowly. He's not going to improve. Sainsy is a little behind on his time. And Al Newt has now finished. So we just await Sainsy, and he's got a bit wide there. And he might not be improving on his time here. Round the final corner, and doesn't improve. So Ben Lane is on pole, and Scornful Griffin is second. And you could not have set it up better. You could not have scripted it. The two title rivals on the front row in Abu Dhabi. And now, while we have a little bit of a break, I will walk this way straight through the stats for you. But Ben Lane has taken pole for Red Bull with Scornful Griffin in second, Swanton third, Sainsey up in fourth, Smug is fifth, King Kong sixth as he chases the Pro-Am title, Symes seven, but with a 5 grid penalty he'll drop down. 50 Gent, Miller Vanilla, Joker and AM will round off the top 10. I'll take you through the entire grid and the tyre choices on the formation lap. We do have a bit of a break now where some stats will be put up. If you are watching on the DRL channel, and I will talk you through them, as I think we're alone now, so we will wait for the drivers. Always a bit of a break here, so let's find the appropriate championship standings and tell you that Scornful Griffin's gap is 10 points to Ben Lane. Swanton is now up into third in the championship. Ben needs to beat Scornful by 11 points because Scornful has 4 wins, so if it goes back on count back on wins, Scornful will take the title. A 10-point gap. In the constructors, Red Bull have a lead of 21 points over Aston Martin, with Ferrari, Alpine trailing behind. It's between Red Bull and Aston Martin for the constructors. The Pro-Am title. Sloth has a 9-point gap over King Kong, but Sloth is not here. King Kong also has more wins, so if he can pick up 9 points, he will be the Pro-Am champion. So in the Pro-Am, he's got to finish top 5. Or P6 with the fastest lap. You can see on screen the same statistics I'm showing you. I'm reading to you if you are on the DRL channel. If you're on mine, then you just have to listen. But it's all to play for. Don't go anywhere. I'll stand by you and take you through all of the action through this 29 lap race. What is going to happen? We shall see very shortly. The start will be crucial with the two main protagonists on the front row. Really good to have a full grid as well. The season finale of the DRS Extreme Division is on Thursday. Unfortunately, I'm not here. But tune in on DRL UK, where Mansis is already the world champion. Apologies for radio silence. Wake me up when the countdown comes up. Important little break for the drivers, of course, to get their strategies, fuel loads, etc. And then eventually we will get onto the formation lap, and I'll take you through all the tyre choices. If it's anything like yesterday's Singapore race, we're in for a thriller. Really excellent end to that race, unless your name's George Russell. And if you've not watched this league before, then you will be prepared for lots of action, close racing, especially with so much on the line. Ben Lane then, your leader, as we put the tyres up, and the front 9 are all on mediums. That's Ben and Scornful and Swanton, Sainsey, Smug, King Kong, 50 Gent, Miller Vanilla and Joker, all on the medium tyre. AM chooses hards. Our Newton mediums ahead of Syme on hards. The Ferraris 11 and 12. Mr Pickle on mediums, then Boris Johnson and Easy Life on hards. Levi on mediums, Skippy's gone for softs, and Ronnie, Senna and Ninjas at the back of the field on mediums. Those are the tyre choices. It's a 29 lap race. And Scornful appears to have fallen behind Swanton on the formation lap for some reason. Slightly strange. Medium hard or medium hard according to the game. Will those hard runners be able to send it long and end on softs? Will Skippy be racy on them softs early doors? All will be revealed as we start the show. Round on to the grid they come then. And I'm hoping they're going to keep me on front on for the start as everyone starts to park. Smug disqualified for parking. He's qualified well in 5th place. Anyone else? Everyone else seems to have parked it well. So here we go. 5 red lights. Out they go and away we go. And who's going to get the jump? Ben Lane leads into turn 1 from Scornful. Swanson was squeezed out a little bit. Smug's lost a couple of places. King Kong's up to 5th. And King Kong's off! Off goes King Kong! Off goes King Kong, and if the sloth's watching, he's doing a little dance. because he's gone right back to the back of the field. Off now is Ninjas as well. Ben Lane leads from Scornful Griffin. Swanton and Sainsy. Smug did lose places but has regained them, but is now being overtaken by Joker. Joker up to 5th place. Some chaos in behind. Miller Vanilla's involved. 50 Gent. There's a Williams in there. It's Ronnie. Mr. Pickles there. And everybody gets through there just about. But wide is one of the Alpines. And the other one might overtake. Mr. Pickle and Miller Vanilla side by side, the teammates. And a bit of contact there. Bit of contact between the two Alpines. I can't speak French, but the team principal will be going mad. It's Ben Lane from Scornful Griffin. At the moment, should it stay the same, Scornful will be world champion, even with Ben winning. Sloth will be watching this with absolute delight in his eyes as King Kong is now down in 17th. Swanton having a look at Scornful. Here is Al Newt fights with Boris Johnson, and Al Newt takes the position, does he? In fact, we're not sure. Boris is back up the inside and retakes the position. Just lost the camera angle slightly there, but Boris stays in 7th place. The Alpines are at it again. Miller Vanilla and Mr. Pickle scrapping away. Not much team loyalty going on there. Let's go back through the front as Scornful tries to chase down Ben Lane. And Senna is off. Off goes Senna. Off goes Senna, as you can see, the Aston Martin. And he's now dropped to the rear of the field. .50 Gent takes Al Newt for 8th place. We will stay with the leaders as Scornful's got a dose of DRS now to chase down Ben Lane. Not quite going to make a move this time. The front four created quite a gap now to Joker in 5th. We've got Smug for company. Scornful's going for it, side by side. Ronnie takes Al Newt for 9th. We're going to stay with the leaders. Al Newt and Ronnie really scrapping, swapping places. But we are staying with the leaders here, as this is the World Championship on the line. As you can see, the front four creating quite a gap now to Joker in 5th, who's got Smug for company. Boris is next, followed by 50 Gent. Ronnie and Mr. Pickle rounds off the top 10. Mr. Pickle has also passed Al Newt. Al Newt dropping back. Into the pits comes King Kong. And he's going to need something alternative here to try and get him back into contention for the Pro-Am title, as he is now last. He's got onto hard tyres. Can he try and last those 25 laps to the end? We shall see. Smug overtakes Joker and up into 5th place. Mr. Pickle has taken Ronnie for 9th. We are going to try to stay with the leaders as much as we can. Skippy has picked up the first time penalty of the race. Syme overtakes Al Newt. 50 Gent and Boris Johnson going at it. Miller Vanilla also passed Al Newt, who's really going backwards. Scrapping now with Miller Vanilla. Scornful could have the run this time. He's getting closer and closer, but so far cannot find a way past Ben Lane. Maybe he obviously knows, but maybe it's playing on his mind that second will do for the title, and maybe he's thinking not to do anything too risky as he chases this lead. Another helping of DRS now though. Into the pits comes Senna. Not quite for Scornful on this occasion, but he's closely following. Swanton keeping up with them. Sainsbury drops back a little. Al Newton, Miller Vanilla still going at it. Here comes Scornful once again looking for the move. Boris re-overtaking 50 Gent for 7th place. Got a yellow in sector 2, and that may have been Levi having an incident. He's been overtaken by Ninjas. The front three all in a line. Sainsbury struggling now to keep up with them. Lap 6 of 29 and all 20 runners still going. AM passing Skippy because Skippy is pitting. The soft tyre is not working for him. Into the pits comes Skippy, and he'll drop down the field now. Mr. Pickle passing 50 Gent and somebody going wide there in the very background. Wasn't sure who that was. Syme overtaking Ronnie, and Al Newt going for Miller Vanilla once again. But here comes Scornful Griffin up the inside, and Scornful Griffin takes the lead of the race from Ben Lane, who's trying to hook it back round the outside. Wheel to wheel racing between the title contenders here, and Scornful Griffin takes the lead. Into the lead goes Scornful Griffin. King Kong has passed Skippy and up into 18th place. He's got a lot of overtaking to do if he's going to win this championship in the Pro-Am division. Scornful in the box seat for the world title. Ninja's overtaking his teammate AM there towards the back of the field. Swanton now dropping a little back from the front too. Ben Lane will have DRS. Can he make a move? AM's in the pits. Ben Lane looking for the move up the inside and retakes the lead. Ben Lane retakes the lead of the race. The Red Bull back in front, but he needs really to back Scornful into the rest of them. Here's Boris passing Joker for 6th place. Joker will have some DRS to try and fight it back. You see a big DRS train in behind, and Joker goes up the inside of Boris there and retakes that position. We go back to the leaders as Scornful continues to press Ben Lane. Lap 8 of 29. Everyone's still going. No safety car so far. Could that come into play later on? Is anybody underfueled expecting a safety car? No, I made that mistake. Last week's Blobby Mondays. Ends up cruising around the last lap without any petrol in the tank. Scornful not close enough this time to get a move. We will go to Mr. Pickle chasing Boris. Everybody very close together here. 50 Gent involved as well. They're all forming a queue behind Joker. Boris is going to have a look up the inside. King Kong picks up a time penalty. Boris goes up the inside of Joker. Joker's going to try and fight him back. Bit of argy-bargy. Senna picks up a time penalty. Boris gets that move on Joker for 6th. Joker's coming back for him though, as is Mr. Pickle. They're almost 5 wide here. Joker goes back in front of Boris. Mr. Pickle now side by side with Boris. Almost a dive from Mr. Pickle. 50 Gent had to back out of it. They're followed by Simon, Ronnie. Everyone getting involved here. Al Newt also trying to catch up. Amazing close racing from all of them here. Joker from Boris, from Mr. Pickle, from 50 Gent, from Simon, from Ronnie. And Simon overtaking 50 Gent. A nice move from Simon. He's up to now, but Al Newt is out of the race. Al Newt's out of the race, and we've got a safety car. Al Newt just behind this big battle, and he's out. Levi's out of the race. Al Newt's out of the race, and Levi is also out of the race. So we've lost 2 at once here. Let's try and see where Levi has ended up. This car seems to still be going. So was it a pit lane one? Indeed it was, because Levi is in the pit lane and now coming out of the pit lane. And now pulling off to the side of the road. So Levi is gone. Al Newt is gone. Into the pits comes Ben Lane and Scornful and Swanton. And Sainsey. So the top 4 all pitting. And Smug also. Will Sainsey lose out with a double stack here? Smug, everybody is coming in. Everybody's coming in. Syme is not. Syme is not. And Syme is going to go up to... Where's he going to come out? Into the lead, is he? Ben Lane and Syme almost racing out of the pit lane. And Ben Lane's in front. Ben Lane in front of Syme, in front of Scornful, which will absolutely help. And Swanton's past Scornful, has he? No. That's just an accidental overtake as they break for Delta. King Kong has made up a place or 2 by not pitting. He is going to be 14th now. Still lots of work to do for him. But Ben Lane's luck could be in here with Scornful dropping behind Syme. Just the prospect of perhaps something going wrong. So Sainsey has come back out on medium tyres, as has Boris. Mr. Pickle's gone for softs. 50 Gent and Easy Life are on mediums. Everyone else on hard. Syme, of course, staying out on the tyres he started on. King Kong pitted early and has not pit again. Skippy also, and Senna. And AM is on mediums from a few laps ago. So, unfortunate for those. Mr. Pickle and 50 Gent swapping places, getting a bit close together under safety car. We're waiting on the two Hasses and the Aston Martin catching up. But very interesting there, coming out of the pits, of course, with the tunnel underneath for this pit stop. Really get a good noise in there from the cars as well. The sound of the underground there. But Ben and Syme were almost racing round, and Syme almost took the lead. But Ben managed to come out just in front. So we'll have the rest of this lap with safety car, and probably that'll do because everybody is now caught up. So we lost Al Newt and Levi in that incident. I think it was Al Newt's crash that caused the safety car, and then Levi may have pit and quit. But I will leave such speculation alone. Safety car is in this lap, and we've been told nice and early Ben Lane will dictate the pace. As it stands, Ben Lane 25 points, Scornful 15. Scornful would be champion on countback as it stands. In fact, Scornful will win by a point because he's currently got the fastest lap. So Ben Lane then, away he goes. Didn't really get a jump on Syme there, but did enough as Skippy and Ninja's coming together a bit there, and Skippy maybe off at the back. It's a bad day for AlphaTauri. Syme maybe getting swallowed up here, and Scornful is going to go into second, and Swanton may take him as well here. Scornful back up into second. Swanton looking for a move on Syme. Swanton might get a move on Scornful as well here, and just manages to take third place from Syme, whose old tyres are not serving him very well. Here comes Sainsy. Skippy gets a penalty. Sainsy going side by side with Syme, and Sainsy up into fourth place. And off goes Joker. Joker is in the wall. There was contact there between Joker, I'm not sure who it was, whether it was Smug or Boris, but Joker in the wall. Syme has got a whole lot more cars right behind him here. Joker pits obviously as he'd hit the wall. Maybe lucky not to DNF in that one. But Syme really struggling to keep pace at the moment, and Smug forced wide as Boris tries to go around his outside. Bit of argy-bargy here. Sainsy is going up into third place ahead of Swanton. Boris is in fifth. Smug ahead of Syme. Mr. Pickle's in there as well on his soft tyres. He's got a penalty though. And Syme is really being swallowed up here. The decision not to pit, not a good one on this occasion. And next to try and pass him is 50 Gent. And almost into the back of Ronnie went Easy Life there. Massive battles in the midfield before the safety car and afterwards. Sainsy sets the fastest lap of the race just after Ben Lane had done, taking a crucial point off his teammate. What Ben needs is his teammate really to get hold of Scornful and get past him. Ben leads, Scornful second, Sainsy is in third, Swanton fourth for Boris Johnson fifth. Then it's Smug, Mr. Pickle, Syme, 50 Gent, Ronnie. Ronnie overtaking 50 Gent now. They're side by side. And they're both catching Syme at the same time. We've got 3 wide and 3 wide here. Smug overtakes Boris. Ronnie, 50 Gent, all trying to go into the corner together. And 50 Gent, does he squeeze him around? No, Ronnie gets through. Easy Life getting involved and passing Syme now. Boris and Smug scrapping, I can't keep up. Mr. Pickles past Smug now. Smug losing a couple of places at once. Mr. Pickles side by side with Boris. And Boris holds on to 5th place. Mr. Pickle very racy with the soft tyres on. Smug down to 7th, 50 Gent now 8th from Easy Life, Ronnie, Miller Vanilla. We've got a yellow in sector 2 and that appears to be Skippy at the back. Not a good evening for AlphaTauri. About halfway distance now. King Kong has a lot of work to do. Scornful at the moment is sitting pretty. And Red Bull are sitting very pretty for the constructors. Syme losing another place now. AM up to 12th place. And it's really not gone well for Syme strategy wise. Mr. Pickle and Boris Johnson side by side once again. Mr. Pickle's picked up another time penalty, but does and didn't, take the place. Boris keeping 5th place. But Mr. Pickle picking up a time penalty, I think that's his 2nd. In fact, it's his 3rd. 9 seconds of penalties for Mr. Pickle. 3 for Ronnie, King Kong and Senna, and 6 for Skippy. As AM and Syme continue to battle. Senna overtaking Ninjas. Everyone starting to space out a little bit after the safety car restart. Scornful keeping it sensible. He's in between the 2 Red Bulls at the moment and he knows that's enough to get in the title for the 2nd season running. This is Miller Vanilla chasing down Ronnie. Skippy picks up another penalty. Here go Mr. Pickle and Smug trying to chase Boris Johnson down. Miller Vanilla does get the move on Ronnie for 10th place. Ronnie up to 10th. Syme still yet to pit. Smug going for Mr. Pickle now and Smug up to 6th place. Sloth at the moment would be the Pro-Am champion. Yellow in sector 2 is Skippy again and Skippy's out of the race. Skippy is out of the race and we've got a safety car once again. and that will help Syme and some others. Probably King Kong will pit as well. It's Swanton, Boris, Smug, Mr. Pickle, Easy Life, Miller Vanilla, Ronnie, AM, Syme all pitting. AM's picked up a penalty. 50 Gent is up to 4th. The front three did not pit on this occasion. Ninjas picks up a penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Mediums to the end for most. If not actually everyone who pitted. So King Kong remains 14th. 50 Gent has now climbed to 4th. Sainsy and 50 Gent, the top two in the Pro-Ams at the moment. From Mr. Pickle, Easy Life, Miller Vanilla, AM and Ronnie. So King Kong well down the order. Not doing enough at the moment to overhaul Sloth for that Pro-Am title. Another bit of a pause then, and into the pits come the front three. The front three are pitting. And Sainsy's going to lose out on a double stack again here, I think. Let's see. Indeed, he's having to sit there. Where is 50 Gent and Swanton? 50 Gent is coming down the main straight. Sainsy's gone for softs to the end, which is bold. And 50 Gent is going to take the lead of the race. 50 Gent leads. Ben Lane in second, Scornful third. Swanton is in 4th place. Sainsy is 5th. So hasn't really lost out apart from one driver not pitting. But he's gone on softs to the end, which is bold. Boris is in 6th from Smug in 7th. Mr. Pickle is 8th, but has lots of penalties. Easy Life 9th. Reveler 10th. AM in 11th. Ronnie 12th. Syme in 13th. King Kong is 14th. Senna 15th. Ninjas is 16th. And Joker is 17th. And last of all, with both AlphaTauris, Skippy and Levi out of the race, as well as Al Newt. So, it all comes down to a 10-lap sprint race. Surely 50 Gent will not have the pace to keep ahead of the championship contenders. And maybe envisage a drop down the field for him similar to Syme, but he's there and he's got every right to try and defend as much as he can. We're watching Joker here, just trying to catch the field, which he won't do on this lap, so we'll have another lap of safety car. An unfamiliar position then for 50 Gent. And in fact, is he going to pit? He's going to pit. He's decided against staying out. This is going to knock him right down the order though, because everybody's grouped up by the time he's pitting. So, and he's going for hard tyres to the end. And he will drop right down. And Joker's picked up a penalty. And into the pits comes Joker. 50 Gent will be second from last. Joker into the pits and onto another set of soft tyres. So hopefully Joker and 50, well 50's already caught up, so hopefully Joker will get his way out and back up to the back of the field. All to play for in both championships with 10 laps to go. King Kong needs really to make up a lot of places now. Just a reminder of what he needs. He needs 10 points in the Pro-Am. Safety car is in this lap, and it'll be Ben to pace the field once again. A little bit of congestion towards the rear there. King Kong needs 10 points. So he needs to finish in the top 5 in the Pro-Am to take that title. At the moment he is 7th in the Pro-Ams. Ben's left it late once again, and away we go. And King Kong and Senna scrapping, and King Kong up to 13th. So King Kong going for it. Here's AM running outside of Miller Vanilla and then nudges Easy Life a little bit. King Kong will do with a couple of the other Pro-Ams taking each other out, of course. And Easy Life is up to 8th place. Big lunge from Ronnie. AM retakes 8th. Ronnie now going for it and passing Easy Life. 50 Gent is past Ninjas at the back. We're going to go towards the front as Sainsy is getting very close to the back of Swanton. Lap 20 of 29. All on the line here in Abu Dhabi. Wide goes Sainsy and picks up a penalty. King Kong passes Syme and up to 12th place. And in fact Syme is in the pits. Syme into the pits and drops to the back of the field. King Kong up to 12th. He needs now to get to the next 4 or 5 drivers in front of him. Miller Vanilla, Easy Life, Ronnie, AM, Mr. Pickle. If he can do that, the title is still on for him. Scornful comfortably at the moment, sitting 2nd. Ben doing all he can for the win, but it might not be enough. Swanton and Sainsy still racy though. Swanton at the moment having to look defensive rather than offensive as Joker passes Senna. He's done well from the rear of the field, Joker, since the restart. He's up to 13th behind his teammate. Scornful sets the fastest lap of the race. That extra point just making it even harder for Ben at the moment. Sainsy still won't leave Swanton alone. King Kong not making any impression on Miller Vanilla at the moment. Here comes Sainsy. And Sainsy is up into 3rd place. And now can he do his teammate a favour and try and get to Scornful? AM's up to 7th from Mr. Pickle. Easy Life in 9th from Ronnie. And Ronnie looking for a move on Easy Life here. Up his inside. Nice move by Ronnie. Easy Life going for a switchback. King Kong at the moment cannot make any impression. Ronnie picks up a penalty defending there from Easy Life. Scornful has closed in on Ben again, but knows he doesn't have to do anything silly. Smug is closing up to Boris for 5th place. And a good solid showing from Smug today. And it could get better with Sainsey having a penalty and Swanton not too far up the road. There could be a podium on for one of these guys. Symes sets the fastest lap of the race from last place. Miller Vanilla passing Easy Life and almost running into the back of Ronnie. King Kong has now caught this pack and this could be vital. This could be vital as they battle. King Kong is up to the back of these now as Miller Vanilla goes up the inside. Ronnie tries to hang around the outside. Easy Life is right there and as you can see King Kong looks on. King Kong needs to clear these 3, I think. Penalties will of course come into effect as well. Mr. Pickle's got lots of them. Ronnie's got 6 seconds. King Kong crucially has 3 of his own. So at the moment Miller Vanilla and Easy Life are sitting pretty in this battle with no penalties. Can King Kong get involved? Can he make a pass? Smug makes the pass on Boris and up into 5th place goes Smug. King Kong does get the move on Easy Life as Miller Vanilla passes Ronnie. Miller Vanilla and Ronnie both going into the chicane there and King Kong might just pick the bones out of that. King Kong might try and pick the bones out of it here. Easy Life still there as well. King Kong up to 11th place now. Really needs to get the 2 in front of him as well. Mr. Pickle and AM have caught up to Boris. And contact by Mr. Pickle on AM there. And that was a bad incident for Mr. Pickle and AM. AM's going to drop places which will help King Kong. In fact, King Kong's not quite managed to get him. But AM's now dropped right into this battle. Scornful closing in on Ben Lane. Up his inside. We lose the view for a second. Ben holds on, but for how long? Scornful with another dose of DRS. And into the lead goes Scornful Griffin. Scornful Griffin into the lead. Ben Lane will try and fight it back, but Scornful Griffin has the drive and has the lead. Easy Life passes King Kong, who really needs to go the other direction. He's lost a place to Joker as well. And the Pro-Am title could be slipping away from King Kong, who won the first 4 races in the Pro-Am. If Sloth is watching, he's watching with a smile on his face at the moment as Joker now chases down Easy Life with Ronnie just ahead. The midfield battle has been thrilling this evening. The race has flown by. We're on lap 26 and off goes Joker. Joker goes off. 50 Gent is going to pass King Kong though, and it's going to disaster for King Kong here, who just hasn't managed. Easy Life closing in on Ronnie. King Kong down in 13th. He needs to get to about 7th or 8th. And it's not looking likely for him now, with just 3 laps to go after this one, as Ronnie takes 9th place from AM. Easy Life's right in there as well. King Kong has dropped back from 50 Gent now, and I think it might be all over for him. Senna picks up a time penalty. All jockeying for position in the midfield battle. Swanton is back up to 3rd ahead of Sainsey. I think I missed that one. Sainsey currently the Pro-Am leader and having a very good race. Joker is in the pits after his spin, and Scornful and Ben Lane side by side. Ben's going around the inside and back up into the lead goes Ben Lane. The 2 title chasers having a great race between the 2 of them, but it's not enough for Ben, who needs Scornful to finish a bit lower than 2nd. King Kong closing in on AM now. Can he get through this pack? You can see there are 4 cars right in front of him. He's got 2 laps to try and clear them all, and that might just be enough. Two laps to go. Joker picks up a time penalty. Can King Kong do anything about the 4 cars in front of him? AM, 50 Gent, Easy Life and Ronnie. Syme picks up a penalty at the back. He's in the pits. Here comes King Kong up the inside of AM, and he's going to get one of the places he needs. He's up to 12th. They're 3 wide in front of him. King Kong up to 12th place. Needs more. Really needs more. AM's not giving it up though. Ronnie and 50 Gent going side by side. AM made a dive and got the place back off King Kong. The leaders are now on the final lap. We will stick with this battle to determine the Pro-Am title. King Kong needs some of them to take each other out, I think. Or he needs to make some overtakes, and he needs to make them now. Ben leads from Scornful, and Scornful's going to take the lead. Scornful takes the lead on the final lap, And Scornful's looking to win the title in style with a win here. It's been the story of Ben's season to be second, and second. But he retakes the lead on the final lap. What a fitting end to the season to see the two title protagonists fighting it out for a victory. Nothing doing for King Kong at the moment. Round into the final couple of corners. Scornful had a look, but Ben Lane will win in Abu Dhabi. Scornful Griffin is back-to-back world champion though. Swanton takes the podium for third. Sainsy will finish in fifth because of a penalty behind Smug. A great race for Smug, finishing fourth. Sainsy wins the Pro-Am race and finishes fifth. Boris Johnson in sixth. Miller Vanilla in seventh. 50 Gent is eighth. Easy Life ninth. Mr. Pickle drops to 10th. AM in 11th. King Kong has not done enough in 12th. From Ronnie and then Senna. And we await Joker, Ninjas and Syme coming home. Scornful Griffin is world champion, but Ben Lane has the win that he's waited all season for. And Sloth has managed to sit through the last race and be Pro-Am champion. Red Bull are constructor champions. And we bring a thrilling season to a close. AM, the driver of the day for the game. We bring a thrilling season of DRS to a close. Congratulations to Scornful Griffin, back-to-back world champion. Ben Lane gets the victory, but Scornful Griffin takes the title. Sloth is the Pro-Am champion. He wasn't even racing today, but King Kong could not do enough. We take you to the classified results then, with Ben Lane taking the 25 points. But Scornful with 18, enough to take the title. Swanton was third for Mercedes, with Smug in fourth. Sainsy finished fifth and won the Pro-Am race. Boris Johnson was sixth ahead of Miller Vanilla. 50 Gent, Easy Life and Mr. Pickle rounded off the top 10. Then it was AM, King Kong, Ronnie, Senna, Joker, Ninjas and Syme, who did set the fastest lap of the race. Your DNFs were Skippy, Al Newt and Levi. That brings us to the end of the season. We'll continue to be with DRS next season on a Monday night from 8 PM and on Thursdays at 8 PM also for DRS Extreme. There are some off-season events going on, so do tune in. Not here this Thursday, but tune into the DRL channel because someone will be on in my place to watch the conclusion at Abu Dhabi once again of the Extreme season, where Mansis is the world champion. Until next week, for commentary purposes, that is it from me. I'm back for Blobby Mondays at 10 PM, driving around Monaco, which should be fun. See you then. Good night.